Hey everybody, it's Debbie. It's January 2nd, 2025. Look how quick I got that. 2025, and I am on day 187 on my carnivore journey. And I had a jolt yesterday on the scale. I had eaten some fluff. I call it carnivore fluff because it's Philadelphia cream cheese and heavy whipping cream and a little bit of stevia. And when I got, and my friend was here, so I had been eating some cheese and snacking along with her with meat and cheese, and then I made some fluff. And when I got on the scale, I know you guys all know that I've hit 159 before. Yesterday, I was in horror when I got on the scale and I weighed 163. That was awful. So, but back today, I was back to 161. So I'm happy about that. I'm standing here because I wanted you guys to see the river behind me. Isn't that pretty? It's just such a great, I love this campground. It's that Colleton State campground that I had told you about before. So yeah, so I think the cheese is done for now. And no more fluff for now. The holidays are over, so I think I'm back on board. I'm excited. Tomorrow we're going back to my daughter Stacy's, and my son from Orlando that we were with down there has come up for a few days. So I get to see him, and our other son is coming down for the weekend. So I believe that I get to, we'll all be together except my one daughter-in-law that needed to stay behind in Orlando. So I'm excited about the weekend. I'm excited about more relaxing. And then on Sunday afternoon, we're heading back up to where my son's house was that I did the garage sale. And we're going to go through a few things there. And then I have a appointment for my GI tract, a consult. Did I just say I've been trying so hard not to. I have a sit-down talk about my GI problems on Tuesday, and then we are going to visit my very good friend Lee again. Do you remember Lee? That I was with her when we first started this journey, like in July. Oh yeah, we were there for the 4th of July. I remember now. So, and I just said that on here, and I'm supposed to surprise her. Oh, Lee, I hope you're not watching this. If you are, you can write to me and say, ha ha ha. I wasn't going to tell you we're coming. But I'm not going to do this over. If you hear, you hear. But yeah, I guess, Lee, if you're listening to this, we'll see you on Tuesday afternoon sometime. I'm looking forward to spending several days with you. And Lynn, Tucker Carnivore, I would like for you guys to be praying for her. She's, maybe I shouldn't be saying anything. But she's going through some changes in her world right now, and I don't want to be the one to say anything. But yeah, if you know Lynn, or if you don't, she could be using some prayer right now. And she's just always one that's there for everybody else. And I would just like for you guys to know that she could use us right now as she's going through some changes. Let's see. I guess that's the end of my carnivore for today's talk. If you've got questions about this, I'm really sorry, but this, in South Carolina, we wear hoodies. This is my hoodie. So this is probably what you're going to see on me every time I'm outside doing a video until March. We'll see. But that will be the end of my carnivore story for now. And I am going to continue on with my personal story. I left you all that, that we were with Dave's mom, and he said to his mom, "This is Debbie that I wrote to you about." And she said, "Oh, you must not have gotten my letter." And come to find out, she had said, "Don't ever bring her here." The question is because, like most of you know that have started off with me, that he was raised Amish, and Amish are not allowed, well, not that he's still Amish or not, but his family is, and they were very much against him getting remarried because we had both been divorced and remarried. And that was just a big no-no. It was a big no-no all over that area. In fact, we went to several pastors and talk to them, because we felt like even though we had been divorced and remarried, we were both now living for God and we were doing things his way. And we both really believed that we had been forgiven for our past. So therefore, it says that, forgetting the things that lay ahead and press on. So we both felt it was the right thing to do to get married. We both felt like God was telling us that we should get married. And his family was just very much against it and trying to find a pastor to marry us. We couldn't. In fact, we looked and looked and looked, and we finally found one pastor that would marry us. I had decided that we could get married on 7/7/77. And I was so excited about the date. I just absolutely loved the date. And of course, you guys all know I'm a romantic at heart. And I was just so looking forward to that date. Well, it came where we made that date, but then I got a knock at my door one night, and it was David, and he came in. He was feeling all icky and sad. I could tell there was a problem. In the meantime, I had found a job. I'll have to tell you about that after. Well, no, I'll tell you about it now. So I'm walking around Shipshewana, which has I think 500 people is their main population, but they do have a flea market in the spring, summer, and fall. And people come from miles and miles around to Shipshewana, Indiana. So I was walking around town one day looking for work, and I walked past this little corner restaurant that was sitting right in the middle of Shipshewana, and there was a help wanted sign in the window. Well, I walked past it because I'm not a waitress. So I walked past it and I felt the Lord inside say to me, "That's your job. Go back and say something." Oh, yuck, I don't want to be a waitress. But I've learned in the past that when God speaks to me in here, I need to follow the prompting. So I turned around and I went back in and I said, "My name is Debbie. I saw your sign outside. I don't want to be a waitress, but I feel like God told me to come in here and say something." And she looked at me and smiled and she said, "You're hired." So I started working at 5 in the morning every day. I worked until from 5 to 2:30. And we had already found this mobile home by friends of ours that we knew. And they had a mobile home for rent on their property. So we began renting that for $65 a month. So we had our home and I had a job. So we were all ready to go. But then Dave walked in that night and he said, "I really hate to tell you this, but I just spent time with my brother, his Amish brother. And he said, I don't think I can marry you." I told him that I believe that God starts all things new and that, but he just doesn't want to take the chance of going to hell. And I agree with him. I just don't think I can take that chance. And I know I feel like God has spoken to me in the past, but he said, "I just don't think I can go through with it." So I said, "Well, look, that's okay. I know you brought me to Indiana, but I'm independent. I can be on my own. I've got a job, got a place to stay. I'm good. You don't have to come visit me or anything. Just, do what it is you want to do. And if that's where we're headed, that's where we're headed." So anyway, I broke it off. He was gone 2 days. And when he came back and said, "No, I do feel like I'm supposed to marry you. I do feel like this is what God wants." But you know what? We missed the 7th. My 7/7/77 was gone forever, never to be repeated. He said, "Well, we could still get married on the 14th because that's double sevens." Somewhere in his mind that worked out for him. It has never worked out for me. And let me tell you, every year on 7/7, he hears about it all over again. All over again. And whoever we're with hears about that story, whether it's the first time or whether it's the 47th time. I tell that story every year on 7/7. And that's just the way it is. So that's, I think I'll stop for now and leave you hanging. Well, except we did get married on 7/14/77. That's our anniversary, but 7777 will always be in my heart. I hope everybody's having a great, great, happy new year, a great 2025 so far. I am so excited. I mean, I know I'm more political than a lot of people. I got that from my dad. But I am so excited about even watching the new speaker vote tomorrow at noon, and then watching Congress get sworn in, or the House. I guess it's both. That part I don't know. I don't remember. But I'm excited about everything that's coming. I'm excited that we were told the best is yet to come, and I believe it. This year is going to be off the chart. Can I say that at 70? Off the chart? Well, I guess I just did. So, yep, 2025, off the charts. Talk to y'all soon. Let me know how you're all doing. I don't want to just always be talking and not hearing from people. So if you get a chance, just write and drop me a quick line and say something about how you're doing. And I will talk with you all again in a couple days. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.